Hey guys, it's Dan with Storytime Paranormal here. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you a little story, and I want to start it out in a little bit different way. So, once upon a time, there was a Army Air Force base that the government started in 1941. And we'll turn this around here, so sorry about the movement of the camera, guys. Um, so 1941, 1942, it was built. It opened November 24th of 1942 for World War II. And they were a training base. And they were training P-38s, Lightning fighter jets, and B-17 Flying Fortress bombardiers. And these guys were trained in um, doing bombardier runs, I guess. And on this base, there's been quite a few times here at our house. I'm in our front yard, and it is very small. I'll turn that around. You can kind of, I don't know if you see the sidewalk out there, but our backyard's huge. It takes me about 2 hours to mow it. And I'm going to turn this light off, grab my flashlight, and boy, it's cold out here. It's probably about 33 degrees. And all I've got on is a hoodie and a t-shirt. So that tree right there, there's a camera up there at the top. Here, let's walk around this way. Now, we've got a lot of gang members and stuff here on this area, but there's a camera right up there, and there's one on the other side facing the street. That one faces behind me here, and we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other cameras on our house. And the thing I like about a couple of them, like that one right there, is it's probably looking right at me. And there's one over here on the end of the house. And my neighbor's having a party over here. There's this tent trailer. And right there is the other one. And that camera follows you as you're walking. Excuse me. And the reason I'm bringing all this up is because one night I was at work and my wife was in the kitchen cooking dinner, and she came out into the living room, and there was a man standing in our living room. And she said he was dressed just like Abraham Lincoln, about his height and top hat, top coat, the whole bit. And the reason I pointed this camera out up here on the top of this tree, our neighbor's dog's barking, probably hears me talking, is because inside our house we have a monitor. And on that monitor, we've seen orbs. And they fly around this camera that I showed you pointing down the street, down that way. And I know they're orbs because they'll appear during the rain, so I know it's not dust. And they'll appear in this camera right over there. And these cameras are infrared, so I don't need any light, or they don't need any light, I should say, not me. And I know they're not bugs. I walked out here when I'm seeing them fly around that camera and shine my flashlight up there. There's no bugs, and they're different sizes. There's we've had orange ones, we've had red ones, we've had blue ones, light blue ones, and we've had white. The majority of them are white. And this guy that I kind of got off topic there for a second, but this guy that was standing in our living room, my wife was cooking dinner and scared her because we have kids here in this house, and she didn't know how she was going to get the kids out of the house because he was standing between her and the front door, and she was right there just inside of the dining room outside the kitchen. And she went back into the kitchen to grab a knife. She came back out into the dining room, and he was gone. So you can hear our screen door open, you can hear our front door open, and she did not hear none of that. And at times I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll catch a movement out of the corner of my eye, and I look out here, like right down there's our sidewalk going from our front porch to our driveway, and there's nobody out there. Nobody out here, I should say, because I'm in the front yard again. And we've had these orbs appear at different times at night. Of course, we can't see them in the daytime. And we so I'm just I come out here to debunk it, I guess is what you'd say, because I come out here when it's raining, and so I know it's not dust, again, as I said a few minutes ago, and I know it's not bugs. At least I can't see anything shining my flashlight up there, and some of these things are pretty big. I'm not going to go around that side of the house because he's having a party over there, and I don't want them to hear me and you guys to hear them. So we're going to stand back here behind my vehicle, and my neighbor put up a new light over there, I see. The side of his house is pretty dark between his house and my neighbor right across the street. And it is colder than daylights out here, people. What else can I tell you? Oh, this Army Air Base was closed down in 1966, so it wasn't active for very long. Now there is still an airport here that planes fly in and out of from Spokane, which is east of us. Excuse me. And the military, I think it's every summer, either every summer or every 2 summers, every other year. The Army or the Air Force comes over here, and the Army from McChord Air Force Base, Fairchild Air Force Base, which is in Spokane, McChord Air Force Base, which is over in Tacoma, Lacey area, or not Lacey, just south of Tacoma, and Fort Lewis is the Army base over there. They come over here and do war games, and guys are parachuting and gunfire and all kinds of stuff all night long. And that lasts for about a week. And so I'm going to put my hood on here because my head is freezing. Okay, guys. Well, I don't know what else I can tell you about this area. I just wanted to touch bases with you. And this is February 26th of 2021, which sounds really weird to hear myself say. And I've got a lot of plans this year. And a lot of ideas for new merch. My wife and I bought my wife for Christmas in 2017. I bought my wife a heat press, oh shoot, I can't remember what kind of printer it is, but we can print things out, and we can print on mugs and plates and stepping pavers, and I mean, the ceramic tiles, you name it, we can print on it. The only thing that we have left to buy is the one that prints on fabric. We've got hat press and all kinds of things. I've got a 3D printer. And oh gosh, and the only reason I'm telling you this is because I can do all of my printing and get all of my merch. All I have to do is pay for the shirts and the stuff. I don't have to pay for the printing of it or anything. We do it ourselves. And so I've got some ideas on that stuff, and I will be going out and doing probably a 3-part series on my first quote-unquote haunted place. I've heard this place that I've wanted to go for a couple of years is haunted. I've heard it's not haunted. So I'm going to go check it out myself and just see if it is haunted. And I'm going to go there in the morning. I'm going to go there in the afternoon and go there at night and just check it out and see if it is haunted. And there's a couple of cemeteries that we've been to before during the daytime, just before I started my paranormal channel. I've always been interested in paranormal, and I just want to, I know that we go somewhere after we die, that's not the end of our life. So I'm trying to prove to myself and anybody else that might have a question, where we go after we die. Is there life after death? I believe there is. Am I sure of where we go? No. But I am sure that there is life after death. We've had numerous experiences here in this house with odors. In other words, just here last week, I walked out of the kitchen into our dining room, and it was like I walked through a cloud of perfume. Now, my wife and I are the only ones here at that time. Our son's here. He's in his bedroom, but he doesn't wear perfume. It was kind of like an old, a perfume scent that an older lady would wear, 65, 70, 75 years old. Excuse me. And I took about 4 steps beyond that, and now I couldn't smell it anymore. And my wife said, "What's wrong?" Because I had a strange look on my face, and it's like, I just walked through a cloud of perfume. She said, "What?" So I turned around, I walked back into the kitchen, no smell. Walked back out of the kitchen, back into the dining room towards the living room, no smell. And that'll happen periodically. We'll walk out of the living room over to our coffee stand to get a cup of coffee, we're smelling lavender, or we're smelling jasmine, or some other kind of flowery scent. And uh, I've got GhostTube on my phone. I've got the Necrophonic app. I've got SB7. I've got the S-Box. My wife has bought me a lot of equipment for Christmas. And there's some more stuff I want to get, but that'll come in time. So the reason I'm telling you all this is just kind of give you a little bit of background on me and what I believe and what I'm looking for in my paranormal investigations. I used to watch a lot of paranormal stuff on TV, on YouTube, and when something happened to one of the people that I really watch a lot I used to watch, by a number of people, it really offended me. So I unsubscribed to all of them guys. I do watch Jeff and Linda with Virginia Paranormal. I love how they've patterned their business, and now I'm not going to copy them or do the same thing that they're doing, but it would be kind of fun. But anyway, listen, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go inside because I am freezing. I'm shaking, if you can't tell by the movement of the camera or the shakiness in my voice. Just remember, every lie will be revealed, and go above and beyond. Thanks, and God bless, and have a great night.